But we will begin our 3,000-meter steeplechases with the U20 women's final. And in this final, we have Brianna Lovshin, Nicole Segrist, Maeva Pralancher, Julianne Safar, Sarah Maud Thibodeau, Jana Kang, and Brooklyn Quans.
Steeplechase, a unique track event.
And out to the lead, it's Brooklyn Quans from Saugeen Track and Field. Kang running in second right now.
So Kang wearing hip 6. The top returner from last year's U20 championship. She was 5th there, the Langley Mustangs athlete. She ran 10:56 at that time, 10:57, I should say, at that time.
So it's Quan still leading the way. Kang right behind her. Now Kang has closed some of that gap that Quan's had on her.
Brooklyn Quan's a Mississippi State athlete, although she is Canadian. Holds a personal best in this event. It is her seed coming in at 10:45.77. She set that back in March of this year at the LSU meet in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She also ran a 9:52.89 to finish second at the Music City Challenge in February in the 3,000, flat 3,000, I should say.
Quans and Kang got themselves a little separation here from Thibodeau, running on her own in third. Here's Muriel Lovshin currently in fourth place.
And we just,
Brianna Lovshin, excuse me.
Well, it's an easy mistake to make because we, of course, did just see her sister with a very strong finish in the U20 5,000 championship.
As someone who gets mistaken for his brother a lot when it comes to being called by the name, my sincere apologies to Brianna Lovshin for the Toronto Olympic Track and Field Club.
Premier lancé valide en cette compétition pour Tyson.
Kang doing a great job to stay in contention here with a very powerful stride up front by Quans. Kang, as I mentioned, 5th last year at the U20 championships in this event. That's where she set her personal best of 10:57.54. So it is those two plus Thibodeau that are the sub 11 minute performers in this field. And that is Thibodeau that you can see in third right now, just approaching this barrier. And she's running completely solo. It's a tough place to be. Kang is a first-year U20 competitor. She was also the winner of the 2,000-meter U18 Canadian Championships in the steeplechase last year.
So she'll have one more year of eligibility at this U20 level.
So Quan's the older and slightly more experienced of the two, older by a year. And again, already in the NCAA collegiate system, which, as we've talked about so much for these U20s, makes a big difference for the development, just the level of competition, and racing opportunities south of the border.
So the story of this race hasn't changed much. It's Quans followed by Kang, and then a lot of track between those two and third place.
You often see this going over that water pit is where there can be some separation that happens, and it's often an intentional move by the leader to try to really propel and drive both over the barrier and then out of that pit to put a little bit more distance and maybe take some of the wind out of the sails of the person chasing you. But again, to her credit, Kang doing a great job to hold on here. This, of course, a big step up for lots of the U20s because they go from a 2,000-meter steeplechase at the high school level, sometimes a 1,500-meter steeplechase moving way up. You know, an extra kilometer with these barriers to clear is a significant challenge. So well done by Kang, who's, like I said, really having to navigate this in a much newer way than our leader, Quans, at the moment.
Sarah Maud Thibodeau now into third. She comes into the seat time at 10:58.66. Quans starting to open up some serious track on Kang as she comes to the water jump. And Thibodeau making some inroads on Kang for second place.
Still in the lead. Et Sarah Maud Thibodeau qui est maintenant très près de la deuxième position.
So Quans followed by Kang in Thibodeau. But Thibodeau challenging right now for that second spot. And Thibodeau makes the pass with about 700 meters left to go in this U20 women's 3,000 meter steeplechase final. So Thibodeau has been able to reel in Kang. Should be able to make some inroads on the leader, Quans, who has led from the gun. She had Kang hanging around with her for a while. That was a big splash on that water jump. Quans using the hurdling technique, as does Thibodeau and Kang. Sometimes you'll see some of the athletes use the top of the steeple and push off. And here is the bell. Quans trying to lead from gun to tape. looking
Maud Thibodeau,
like a strong
dernier
bet to
tour
do
à
that right
parcourir.
now.
En deuxième position présentement. Jana Kang in third place.
Thibodeau still holding down second place. Kang in third.
Et Sarah Maud Thibodeau qui accélère.
Kwan's heading to the water jump for the final time. Another big splash for her through that. But it's not going to matter much as she has maintained her healthy lead. She's over the final barrier, and Brooklyn Quans is going to be the Canadian U20 champion in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. She's through 11:03.75 unofficially, and it's going to be Thibodeau across for bronze, and Kang will pick up the bronze medal.
While the sparklers are flying on the infield and celebrations abounding. Fantastic performances. What a gutsy race, I should say, for all three of these athletes. I've said often that the 3,000 steeplechase, almost an identical energy system to a flat 5,000 meter, and we know what that can take out of you. So very hard work by all of these athletes. On a sunny night and great conditions temperature-wise here as our remaining athletes continue to make their way across the line.
It's Nicole Segrist and Brianna Lovshin.
And a tough landing in the water pit there for Maeva Provencher of the Mustangs. But again, gutsy finish, and she is greeted by lots of support in the crowd as she gets ready to clear her final barrier here. And can breathe a little easier knowing that she doesn't have to jump over anything else before she gets to the finish line.
There is the gold medalist, Quans, led from gun to tape, and Kang was with her there for a bit, but in the end, Quans pulled away and never looked back.
Makes pretty good use of those barriers. Thibodeau so fast over them, as you said earlier, Adam, and then look at the power and the speed into the home stretch for Quans. It's unbelievable that she could find that kind of gear change towards the end of a steeplechase, but she sprints for home, and the fireworks go off, the sparklers, I should say, go off, and it is Quans taking home the victory in the U20 3,000 meter steeplechase.